Welcome to my channel. My name is Gina. Today I'm going to be making an Amazon meal kit, and it's going to be the Herb Roasted Salmon with Cumin Beets and Bulgur. This meal kit only came with 2 servings, so unfortunately I won't have any leftovers, but it looked really good, so I thought I would try it out this week. If you like meal kit recipe videos, please smash that thumbs up below. And if you're looking for more dinner inspiration each week, please subscribe to my channel. Let's make dinner. So we'll just take this off. And here is the inside. So it looks like you have everything in here that you're gonna need. Some dill, some mint, some thyme, cucumber, a lemon, baby beets, bulgur wheat, cumin seeds, toasted sesame seeds, some creme fraiche, even like a little pat of butter. That's so cute. We've got the salmon, apparently gloves, and some parchment paper. The recipe card is just attached to the top flap here. The products that you'll need and everything shown out to you. On the back you have pictures and the instructions of how to cook it. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Pat all of this dry, and then we're gonna cut it up. So this is where reading ahead in the recipe would have helped me out a lot. It said to de-stem the herbs, and I thought that meant the thyme as well, but it did not. So this just changed the recipe a little bit for me and made it take a little bit longer, but the recipe still came out good and it still tasted delicious. I just wanted to make a note that maybe the directions should have been a little more specific, and then also maybe I should have paid it more attention. We're gonna take our mint, we just hand tear it into bite-sized pieces. Mint is all set. Now we're gonna take this dill. Alright, now that we've got our dill de-stemmed, we're just going to give it a rough chop. The kit came with 2 cucumbers. Just going to cut ends off, it down the center, and then down the center again. And then we're just going to dice it up. Alright, so now you have your cucumbers nice and diced up. We're just going to roll our lemon, get the juices flowing, and cut that in half. I've transferred our cucumber to a small bowl. Take half of this dill, the toasted sesame seeds, we're gonna put that in there, and the creme fraiche, we're gonna take a spoonful of that. We're gonna add a pinch of salt, and we're gonna add a light squeeze of lemon juice. Mix this all up. Alright, so now the cucumber is all set. Add a half a tablespoon of vegetable oil to a pan and heat on medium-high. Put this skin side up on the pan. So We're just gonna sear this for 2 minutes. So it's been about 2 minutes. I'm gonna turn heat off on this, cover it with the thyme. So, and then we're gonna put our lid, and then we're gonna stick this into our oven. Set our timer for 5 minutes. So in the meantime, we're gonna take the parchment paper that came with the kit and the gloves. And you're just gonna wear one glove on your non-cutting hand so that the beets don't dye your hand or the cutting board. Let's cut this open. Take the beets out of the package and try to keep a lot of the juice in the package. So hopefully keep it less messy. Here's what our salmon's looking like after 5 minutes. Be very careful not to touch your pan, it's hot. And just try to get most of the time. Put this on a plate. Add another half of a tablespoon of olive oil, and then I'm going to turn our heat back up to medium high. Pan is starting to heat back up, so we're going to add the beets and the cumin seeds. I'm going to cook this for about a minute. Now we're going to add the bulgur wheat and this butter. Add the rest of my lemon juice. Just gonna give this a nice little mix. Make sure your butter is melting. Now that it's off the heat, we're gonna mix in the rest of the dill and the mint leaves. Half of a teaspoon of salt. Mix that all in. There we have it. Now to plate this up, I have 2 bowls here and the remaining of our creme fraiche. On top of that, you're going to put your beets. And finally, we're going to top it off with our cucumbers right on top. Now we have bowl number 1 and bowl number 2. We're ready to eat. I thought this meal was so good. I would definitely make it again. I would just say the instructions weren't always clear to me on what I was supposed to be doing, i.e. I ended up de-stemming the thyme when I didn't need to. But that could have just been me and the way I interpret things. I love how this dish came together. It really looked like a fancy dish that I would have gotten out at a restaurant without really me putting any extra effort into anything. Another downside would be that this was a meal kit just for 2, so we didn't have any leftovers, which I always love leftovers because then that means the next night I don't have to cook, as I'm sure many of you who cook would agree. And also lastly, the calorie content. Some of these meals that I was looking at the store had like over 1,000 calories, and I'm like, I can't eat that much for dinner. So those are some things that were good and bad about this meal kit, but I think overall it was a good recipe and I definitely would make it again, and I can't wait to see what Amazon's gonna come up with next. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more dinner inspiration, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments below if there's any video ideas you have, and let me know what you think of this recipe. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next week.